Hey guys, What If here? Welcome back to NASCAR 2004 for race 5 of 36. We're going to Darlington, and our onslaught of darkness surrounding me continues. Can it continue again and win 5 in a row? Or technically 6 in a row if you're going back to Thunder 03, but possibly. So, point situation, Tony Stewart's second, which is fitting because he's in the background of the season mode, so that's adorable. Much of this top 10's, well, Bill Elliott being up there is pretty impressive. Dale Jr. and Newman have both simultaneously moved up through the field, which is cool. Mark Martin having a nasty season. He's usually a lot better in this game than 22nd, so he's had a terrible start. We've finally gotten the lap champion thing, 9 laps led advantage over Dale Jr., so nice to see that. Paint scheme going into Darlington, it's the Sharpie Ford, basically the car that Kurt won in real life at Bristol, so that's cool. We'll probably get it a race early, potentially, so there's really not a whole lot else to say. Let's just get into it. Thank you to my Tier 2 Patreon people, as well as my YouTube member support channel, Persecutor, early access to videos like this, as well as channel emos when I stream. Thank you for what you guys do. I very much appreciate it. Let's get into Darlington and see what happens. We got Ryan Newman on pole, Mark second. My phone bloops. It's just chaos here. So yeah, car setup, same as usual, just default with the transmission. So I know I'm a lying sack of bacon because I'm using manual gears. I know, how dare I? I'm a Satanist for that. But yeah, let's get into it. Have MRN friends take it from here.
This is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall for MRN, and we're live at Darlington Raceway, the granddaddy of super speedways, in Darlington, South Carolina for the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Well, I've heard it all week, the track too tough to tame. What's that all about, Barney?
Well, this is an egg-shaped track with different links and different bankings in the east and west turns. That makes it very tough for the drivers. But the question is, why is it egg-shaped? Well, when it was built, the landowner decided he didn't want his minnow farm disturbed, so they simply pinched in the corners of what is now turns 3 and 4 to give it the distinctive egg shape that it's now famous for.
Kenny Wallace has really focused in on his qualifying runs this year.
Starting up front is a big advantage, as you don't have to use the car up to get to the front of the pack. That means when it comes to money time, you still have something left.
Kyle Petty had a very rough season in 2002.
Boy, did he ever. With no top 10 finishes and an average finish of 27th, you know it's a year he'd like to forget.
How about the consistency shown by Kurt Busch?
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I got a rant. Kyle Petty did not have 0 top 10s in 2002. That is wrong. We're going to bring that up to prove it. See? He got 1 top 10. Give Kyle Petty at least a little bit of slack. Yeah, he didn't have a great season, but 22nd is literally his highest finishing points position in 2002 since 1997. That is, dare I say, a step up. So, yeah, I guess you could say it's not a great season, but that's his best season since 97, so I feel like they're giving him too much sleight of hand with those jabs, and that personally upsets me. You at least get the stats right, for God's sakes. Anyways, ranting aside, 29 laps. This game and Thunder 03 got the miles right, where 10% race is 29 laps, then 536. Typically on the start, the AI check up a little bit, as you saw there. And they usually do that off turn 2 as well, so I'm being very cautious, just kind of keeping on the bottom. I mean, we are 3 wide, but I'm being safe with my decision making. No weird stack-ups, which is good. We were very lucky at Atlanta to have the levels of stack-ups that we did to bail us out on a good just track position very early on. I don't think we're going to have that same type of luck. Oh, we are! We are indeed going to have that same type of luck. This Dale Jarrett, oh my god. That was almost bad. He just cut right in front of me. I'm glad I was able to react, but yeah, just like that, top half of the field. We're pitting maybe around lap 14, 15, somewhere around there. This track at Rockingham, maybe Dover as well, are just tracks I like to drive on. It feels good with this game. You feel the slippy nature of it, and it just drives nice. Thunder 03, kind of was weird with how it drove, because it was like the car was bobbling a lot. Here, it doesn't feel like that. I'm glad that's gone. I do kind of miss in Thunder 03, the cars felt a little more weighty. They don't feel as weighty here. It's weird to describe or hard to explain, but it just feels like you can kind of sling the car around the track a lot more aggressively than Thunder 03. That might be evident just in the lap times from various track to tracks comparing the games, possibly. Like in this game, you'll be able to run a little bit quicker than Thunder 03 possibly, because, you know, just getting around track faster. I don't know. There's something to it. But I'm just so glad I got the interval thing situated. That took up so much of my time trying to figure out. And now we can at least have something fun to look at, or as some kind of personal goal. So I feel like a lot of these tracks, a lot of these races in this game this season, I think it's going to break the previous records that were set before in Thunder 02 and 03. Like, by the end of the season, I think all of Thunder 04 is going to probably be in the top 10. Just about. Maybe not just about, but maybe like 8 of the 10 will be from Thunder 04. But, yeah, car fast, car vroom, car goes. I don't know where Bill Elliott's running, which is a bit of a shame, because he's been unusually good these first 4 races. Haven't really seen much alternate schemes except for Sterling Marlin, so it's kind of a lame one, because Marlin's just Ganassi logo. It's not really that different. It's almost hard to tell if you weren't aware, if you weren't noticing. But yeah, just about to crack the top 10. Kenny Wallace holding his own pretty well, but Darlington's pretty hard for the AI to pass each other in general, so yeah, I don't know. But at least we're going to try to get Kurt his well-deserved win at this track, in which I would still consider the greatest finish in NASCAR history, even though it's not the closest anymore. It's the greatest. It was over a span of 52 laps of an organic green flag run. It wasn't based on a crazy green-white checkered. So yeah, I would still put this as the pinnacle of greatness. But in order to have greatness in this race, we gotta gain more time. Nice route turn 4. The car just bites. It just does everything. It is quite revolting. Good run for Mark Martin. He needs that. He's had a terrible first couple of races. And yep, now we're P5. It's gonna be another dub. Just how big of a dub is it gonna be? Ooh, Kansas blew up. That was alright. Well, that really sucks for him. Cop to Bobby Labonte and friends. Ryan Newman leading. Good for him. Same with Dale Jr. They've been making a very nice rebound, and they're right next to each other in points, just like how they're right next to each other on the racetrack, which is quite adorable. Tony Stewart has some right side damage that I don't know what caused. But yeah, bad day for Kenseth. He was running really good until he wasn't. That's going to hurt him in points. But yeah, we'll just get by Tony Stewart, no problem. I mean, we slightly touched Dale Jr., but nothing catastrophic. Ooh, it didn't want to turn. It didn't want to rotate. I felt it. Once in a while it does that. That was a really bad part of the track to do it. But we're good. We're fine. We'll be hitting here pretty shortly, as we're going to probably, take the lead from Newman. As long as it doesn't. I really didn't feel like I overdrove the corner that much. That was weird. But okay. A little bit of hood damage. I'm kind of confused on that. I don't know. I really didn't feel like I dived into the corner that hard, but apparently so. Anyways, new leader. That wasn't going to stop us from our greatness, and now we'll just wait until we pit on lap 15. I'm pitting this lap. I mean, might as well. 70 miles an hour, perfect. Okay, now it's Ricky Craven leaving here. Alright, we're fine. 4 tires and fuel, and then that's it. There's just really not a whole lot else to say with this race, unless our picker really just falls apart here. Good pit stop. Can't even complain with that. It's now to see where the cycle's at. It should be in the lead. I'm trying to be even Steven as possible here, staying below the line, just to try to be fair. I'm like asking to give the AI some kind of advantage, but it's just not enough. We're just too gosh darn fast. We're gonna cycle out until he just like that. And that's basically the race. This is why this series is like daily, or at least 5 times a week, because waiting 3 races a week for this is gonna drive people insane. If there's ever a series that's gonna get like the smallest amount of views, it's gonna be this. I just await the day when we have NASCAR 25 for something of true NASCAR joy to have, because I'm just in a pit of hell. And that's it. We're done with the race. We're just gonna finish it up. Yeah, they also nerfed this track too. I mean, we're kind of seeing this in relatively real time with all the series, with Thunder 02, Thunder 03, and then this. We're kind of seeing it in succession, relatively close to each other in terms of, you know, we're able to see pretty clearly from, oh, this is how the game runs at Darlington in Thunder 03 and Thunder 02, and now we're seeing it in Thunder 4. Like, we're just seeing very clearly how every track has been nerfed, and it's pretty much made any race just kind of boring to do. So far. There might be like a handful that might be interesting. Bristol and Martinsburg are going to be guaranteed just because of the weird caution glitch, but that's it. I'm just awaiting the day to be challenged, and it hasn't arrived yet. White flags out, lap cars being in the way, but thankfully not too badly in the way. I'm just kind of passing without much of a problem. Yeah, this lead's definitely going to be in the top 10 biggest intervals of this Thunder saga by far. Maybe top 5 even, I don't know, but yep, just another casual dub. I mean, minute contact with Newman, but that didn't really affect our race much at all. Otherwise, another dub. I don't even know what to say anymore. We're just undefeated currently. And it's, don't know what they were thinking when they were making this game. Thinking that this was okay to make it this easy. I mean, it's like career mode's like the only competitive aspect of this game. The lightning challenges aren't too hard, at least for me. I'm just in this weird zone where I'm just too good, and I'm just not being challenged. I know what you're saying, like, oh, do career modes, but it's like, I've done career mode for the channel. I've done the rookie championship challenge thing. I mean, I failed that, but I did the live stream series. I'm career mode out, and this was the only thing that I really haven't done with the season mode thing. Well, I guess you count the Joe Nemechek one from like half a decade ago, but yeah, I don't know. I got nothing.
Kurt Busch had to work hard for the win.
I like how they said I had to work hard for that win, but that was like my easiest win of the entire season. That's a good shot. That could be a thumbnail. I should have done that. Let me get that. I'm surprised the car had a little bit of damage on the right side, even though I never really donutted anyone. It's weird how it detects the tire marks. I don't know. This is we got a whole another 32 races of this stuff. Or 31. I don't know. I'm not gonna get too down. We're not gonna dwell on that right now. We're just gonna get through it, plow through it. Nice trophy. I like it. Good stuff. There's a race car in there too. I did. Okay, good. I like it. So Ryan Newman second. We win by 10.3. That is, oh god, what is that gonna be like on the interval list? All right. So where does that put it now that we organize that? 10.348. Oh, I put. Oh my god, it's 4th. My face cam is blocking it. I gotta start. Yeah, we're 4th. That was our 4th biggest margin of victory in this entire series. Damn. Almost as much as Richmond, but yeah. That's, I don't know. We're not gonna probably beat Infineon unless we probably do Texas, possibly. That might happen at Texas. I'm not sure. I don't know about Infineon. I guess we'll find out. I guess there's a lot of questions that left to be answered, but yeah. That was quite indeed a dominating win on so many factors. That's our top 10. Michael Waltrip got there. Good for him. Mark Martin with a good run. Bill Elliott first. Johnny Benson 14th. Ricky Creighton 15th is good. Bill Elliott first. I guess we would say bad run of the year. And, of course, Matt Kenseth DNF'd. And only Matt Kenseth. And we only had 32 on lead lap. And we didn't lap Kyle Petty, who the announcers really just decided to shag on him for some unknown reason in this event. But either way, that's it. We're done. Next up's Bristol. And that's the one where we have the AI caution glitch that may or may not save us. I guess we'll find out and see how that develops. That's just kind of a random card type of track. So there's a chance we may not be able to win. And that's going to be very exciting. And we're going to be, well, I'm not going with the test car, but we'll just use that. Throw back to Thunder 03, I guess. And now we're going to be on the onslaught of Thunder 03 cars for a little bit until the next couple races. So nice to reminisce on that, but that's really it. I mean, point situation, we're just going to continue to dominate. Tony Stewart's still second. Jeff Gordon, 31 back. That's the second fiddle championship battle. Newman's up to 5th. Junior's up to 7th, so they've made a good comeback. Bill Elliott's still in the top 10 still. Sterling Marlin 10th. And Mark Martin moves up to 20th. He's doing better. Rusty Wallace ain't doing much hotter either. I don't even know where he's at. Oh, 28th. I didn't even notice that. We did lead a lot of laps at Darlington. I didn't even pay attention to it, but we're already at 52. We're definitely going to break the Thunder 02 record of laps led. This game's just going to break, like, every record. The only thing it may not break is the 20-second win interval that we got at, like, Infineon. But even then, that still might be possible with Texas coming up after Bristol. So I guess we'll see. But for now, we'll wrap things up. Big shout out to my Tier 3 Patreon supporters today for our Champ 15, Kamikazegames, Bailey Carey, Link 1986, Jason Hellman, and my name is Sean for his support. Again, I appreciate what you guys do for my channel every single month. It does me a lot. Always goes a long ways. So just thank you for the wonderful, thoughtful, continued support. I'll see you all next episode. If we can win Bristol, that's kind of a question mark. I mean, it just, like, is it possible we can just sweep the entire season? I mean, who on frickin' NASCAR YouTube is going to do that? And also, just want to point out, we are on the hardest difficulty. I'm not trying to frickin' fake it. It's on Legend. It can't go any higher. So, I don't know. I truly don't know anymore. This is just embarrassing. I guess we'll see just how ridiculous it gets. I'm sorry I have to deal with it, but I'm going to try not to rant about it too much. We're just going to end it. See you all next episode. See you all later. And as always, have a good day, everyone.